So now share my screen. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, Santosh.
yes, sir.
All of you able to share my see my screen? Okay. So today we will cover how does work pub and sub PubSub model. So in the Lightning Web Component LWC, the PubSub model is used when we want to communicate between components. Component that means one component to another one component that are not directly related, not a parent to child, not sibling. If you can send any of the component, receive any of the component. So in if you're working on the PubSub model in LWC component, some part are important. Like you need to create a PubSub JavaScript file so that we can create a register, listener, and fire events. Actually, in the PubSub JavaScript, there are two type of function stores, and both are the important. The parent component send the input value. So in the parent component, where pass the data from parent component to child component, we need to import the fire event, this one. And in the child component, we receive the data from parent component, we will be called register events. So in the PubSub, there is a PubSub JavaScript file. In the JavaScript file PubSub, it is a common for all of the components. And in the PubSub, there are two type of method apply: register events, register listeners, and fire events. So register listener call inside the child component and fire events call into the parent component. So today, this is a component that will I create in the component. So component like in the parent component, I will create four type of input field: name, phone, email, and city. And there is a send message. Once click on the send message, this all of the input will data will send into child component, and the data will receive through the pub and sub model. So you can see the component structure similar like previous session, similar, but the inside of the function will totally different. Because if you remember in my last session that I done 5 days LWC masterclass. So in the 5 day masterclass, we cover how to pass data from child to parent, how to pass data from parent to child. So if you're passing the data from child to parent, we're using the custom event, dispatch event. If you're passing data from parent to child, then using the other API function. So in the last session, we calling component into the parent component directly. Without calling component, we can't change the data. But in this case, in the PubSub model, we're not calling component each other. We will be passed directly through the register event and fire event function. So here we'll not calling each other component. We not communicated each other directly. We will be passed through the register event and fire event. So Vivek and Santosh got it the for the session. What I want
Yes,
to
sir.
cover.
Yes, sir. We are communicating between unrelated components via PubSub.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So the component structure seems like same, but the inside of function will be totally different. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So now let me go Visual Studio Code. First of all, let me close this toolbar. Now this is my Visual Studio Code. So as discussed, first I will create a PubSub JavaScript. So how to create PubSub JavaScript? It is a common for all of the component. So first of all, work on the PubSub JavaScript. So PubSub JavaScript, it is a similar. Let's suppose close this one. Let's suppose you create a component. Create Lightning Web Component. Select. Then here you write the name of the component, right? So this is a process to create any of the component. similar. Here I created a component, but name I putting pub and sub. If you're checking this, this is a pub and sub. Component are same, but name are different. Name I put the name pubsub.html. This is a HTML, this is a JavaScript, this is a meta XML. Okay. So first of all, you need to create a component. To component name, put name the pub and sub. This is a name. The major important part is if you're creating a pubsub HTML, then don't use the HTML part. Use only JavaScript. And in the JavaScript, remove all of the files. Similar, if you creating a HTML file, you automatically created an import and export method like this. You remember. So in the PubSub JavaScript, create HTML file, then remove all this like this. So in the PubSub JavaScript, I remove all of the file so that here I will create two type of function. Got it? Vivek and Santosh?
How many components we created, like PubSub and
One,
PubSub parent?
let me explain one by one. First of all, I want to explain about properties of JavaScript. So in the pubs of JavaScript, if you creating a component, all files are similar, but I am not using the HTML. You can remove it. Yeah, you can delete the file. It is not required HTML. I require only JavaScript JS. So in the JavaScript JS, I will use create two function, register listener and fire event. And there are also created a two type of the component like first component is a pubsub parent HTML. This is a pubsub parent HTML. This is JavaScript, and this is a pubsub parent HTML meta action file. Similarly, I created a pubsub child HTML. This is a child HTML JavaScript, and this is child XML meta XML file. So meta XML file similar all of the component. So this is a lightning app page, record page, home page. It is similar for all of the component, but JavaScript and HTML are different. So currently all of the component JavaScript is blind, totally blind. This is a parent. In the initial component name, I am starting from pub sub, then parent. Similarly, this is a child, starting pub sub child. And there is another one file I created, pub sub. That's it. PubSub.html. So in the PubSub.html, not using a HTML, we require only JavaScript, not require HTML, not require meta XML file. You can delete all of these as per your desire. If you want to leave it as it is, if you want to delete, it's okay. But in this my case, I deleted all of the file. In this my case, I leave the template all of as it is, but remove all of the import and export function in the JavaScript so that I can create method.
Sir, one second.
Mhm.
So we have created this PubSub component and PubSub parent, PubSub child. I mean,
Yes,
why
yes.
parent? Then?
Actually, I put the name, but it
Uh,
not required. You can put in name anything. Not required
okay,
parent to child. Yes.
so I can assume A component and B component.
Yes, you can use. You can put in name anything because not connected to each other. So
Yeah.
for understanding purpose, I putting a parent and child. But you can put anything on name.
Okay, okay, sir.
It is not a parent, it is not a child because they are not calling each other.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. So in the PubSub model, this is a PubSub HTML. It is a common for all of components. So in the PubSub JavaScript, first we need to create two type of the method like this one, register listener and fire event. This one. So constant register listener and register listener we use here we use arrow function So first use constant variable event as a object. Use event's name and callback. Use if these events if not registered, not event name, then if event name not registered, then copy equal to it's blank list of the array because it's not registered. Otherwise, similar dot push this one callback. Now constant variable higher event this one higher event and here use same event name then payload that means I will send the data. Register that means it will receive the data and fire event I will send the data. So if similarly if this one event name then if events as a registered events then use for each one by one I will push the data for each item arrow function and here I will add that will call back if one record if one input value sending it will store one. So if there are multiple value I am sending to one by one I will store data inside the payload. So first item then this payload that means I am passing data. So this is a for loop one by one I am storing data inside the this is a parameter this will get dynamically and after that this is a fire event and here the important part is after creating a two events function we need to export both of the function. So this is a register and this is a fire. Export curly bracket. This one. So that I created as a constant variable. So that I will pass that variable inside the export. So first I create two type of the function. That is a register listener. Second is a fire event. And both of the constant variable passing inside the export. It is a mandatory. Now save, deploy to code. My code deploy successfully to org. Now let me go on component. So I put in a parent component for understanding better. So first of all, lightning card, writer. This is a sub parent component. You can put anything as per your requirement, as per your business. For learning purpose, I am putting a title pubs of parent component so that I will identify easily this is my parent component. And here we need to create a form. Name, phone, email, and city. Deep class SLDS, green SLDS, right? Deep class SLDS, P, phone SLDS, size 6 of 12, SLDS, P, horizontal, medium, SLDS, M, bottom, that means margin bottom, small. Here I will use lightning input, label, name equal to name, on change equal to, this is a function to get the current value, enter change, no copy, paste, email, copy, paste, phone, and copy, suppose city. After that, this is a wrapper. After this container, I am creating another one, div class SLDS text align center lightning button label send message on click send message action. I will send data from one to another one component. Now save and deploy to code. Component deploy successfully. Now this is a child component. This is child component. Lightning card title of child component. Let me put dummy data and deploy to code as well. Child component is refreshing. Yeah, my child component has been deployed successfully. My parent component also deploy successfully. Now both are separate, not calling each other. Okay. So now let me call this component on the Salesforce to check the structure. So first of all, this is my master app. This is my previous session class. How to search between two input field data. Now refresh. Now calling one by one both of the component. Let me close all of files. So my component name is PubSub parent. I am starting PubSub so that we easily identify this component using for the PubSub model. This is my PubSub parent. This is my PubSub child. Simply select, drag and drop here. This is a parent. This is a child. I want to display below the parent. Here. Okay. Now save. So Vivek and Santosh, any confusion?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So this is my parent component and this is my child component. Both component I am starting from PubSub so that we can easily understand this component using for the PubSub. So this is my parent component, this is child component. In the child component, I passing as a dummy data AA, and you can see I am not connecting child component to parent component or parent component to child component directly. Only I create a separate file, and in the separate file we created a two type of the function, register listener and file listener. So based on this function, I will pass the data from one component to another component. In the previous session, in my 5-day master class, I calling the component in parent component to child component directly here, you remember. But here I am not calling. So how to pass data if not calling each other? So this is my child component. So first I want to work on the parent component, how to pass. So how to pass similarly, if you pass the data from one component to another component, we need to get current value of the inputted field. So this is my input field. So how to get current value? I will get the current value through this function because each and every input field I passing the function. So based on this function, I will track this name. So based on the function, I will track this name. This is my target. I will get the current value and store in the variable. So now let's start one by one. So first I will create a function handle change. So if you pass multiple function, so you need to create a object like a variable, like at the rate track. Say if you using a track, don't forget to add here. Otherwise it display error. So track send data like this, and I'm using an object. So I will store all of the input value inside this object, this variable event. So event first I will here I am creating a variable. Let input name event dot target name event target name. Let input value, event or target value, let. Let's suppose check console.log, it's working good or not. Input name, this put input name, copy, paste, input value, reply, save and reply. Now refresh, opening spec, go to console, clear data, clear all data console so that we can check my current value. Okay, so now let me put V, it's display V name. So here I am getting value based on the target name. Now let's check another one scope. If you want to check based on the ID, let's suppose I am using data ID equal to name. So based on the data ID, how will get current value? So if you want to get the current value based on the data ID, so process is let input data ID. So event dot target dot data set. This is a property to get the value data set dot ID. It will work both. If you using event target dot data set dot ID, it will return same. Let's suppose console.log. This time I console. I want to check data of the target data event or target or data set dot ID. This one. This one. Deploy the code. It will return this one. Data ID. This one. So you can get the current value based on the name as well as data set ID. If you put in V, you can see there are three variable displaying input name, input value, and data ID. So both are same name and name because it's tracking from here. Here I'm passing name. Got it, Santosh and Vivek? How I'm getting data ID and how to get name.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So either we can use name or we can
Yes,
use
yes.
data ID.
Both working same. But
Understood.
objective is my objective is how to get current value of the input bill value.
Right.
So
If we
there
use
are
data
two.
ID,
Yeah, there are two type of the process. Even you can use event or target dot name, and even you can use event or data target or data set dot ID. Okay.
Okay.
So now I get the current value. How to store all of the input value? My next task is there are multiple input field. So I want to store all of the input value in the object. So how to store all of the input value in the object? This is the object. I declare a variable as an object send data. So first I will store then send. So this one, this dot object name then list of the array, and here will pass. You can use any of the variable. You can use name and you can use dataset ID. Any of you can use. Both will be work same. So for confusion, I commented one of them so that you can't confuse.
Okay, sir.
So this is name equal to, after that this is a value. I'm getting the value from this one. So this is a based on this name, I am storing the value inside this object. Okay. Based on this name, this is a key and this is a value. So based on this name, I am storing data, all of the input value inside this object because this function calling each and every input field. So if I writing this input field, it will check email and will store the value into the object. Similarly, it will work. So I am storing all of the input value inside the object, and after that, how to get object value name. So this is my lightning button. Once click on the button, I will pass the data. So here I will use pops up function. So first of all, this is my search button. This one, search message action. STION. This is a function. So first, this is my function event, and here first I will create a variable constant send message. Suppose you can put anything, not a not actually this is a variable. You can put any names, not a mandatory send email. This is not predefined of the constant variable. You can put anything of name. So here I'm putting send message. This is your object, and there are four input field. So this is your object. So the structure of object key and value. So I created an object here, name value will pass this one, send data not this or send data dot this one, name, comma. Similarly, for another input field, name, email, this is a email, this one, name, then phone, then city, and from last one remove the comma. So I create a object one by one, I passing the key and value. Then after that, here I will call pops up function. So always remember higher event work for the parent component. Here you can comment for this is used for child component. Pops up. This is a common for both of the component. So this is my parent component. So in the parent component, here I will pass the data. That means fire event work for the send and registered listener. It is used for receive. Understood? Got it, Santosh and Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So fire event always used for send the data. Okay. And registered listener, it is used for the receive the data. So here I am sending the data from parent component. So I am sending data from parent component. So I will call this fire event. And in the child component, I will call register event because it will receive. And both of the constant variable I passing here. It is a mandatory. First I create a function, then I export. So in the parent component, I
And
am
then,
sending the data. So I call this one fire event, copy fire event and go to the JavaScript and here fire event and here pass the event name, then comma, then pass what your data send. So you can put anything of the name. So this is my event, fire event coming from PubSub, but important before this, I am putting wrong because first of all we need to import. Okay, so this is a fire event. This is a fire event function. So first of all we need to import, then we use it inside the method. So similarly, import this one from C colon C, that means component. I create a component PubSub. So C, that means component. Fire event from component. Which component? Write the name of the component. My component name is PubSub. This one. So rename and add the same to same so that we can't typo mistake. This is a component name. So first I import the method. This is a PubSub and PubSub and this name and this name I first import inside the JavaScript. After that, this import variable I will call here. Then pass the event name. So send let's say I'm putting the name send input data and comma. It is not exist in the Salesforce. You can put anything. So this is a fire event's name. So fire event's name is send input data. After that, what I am sending? I am sending this object. Okay. So this is the name of the event. This is a
Sir,
data
input spelling is correct.
send date. Sorry,
Input send input data spelling is correct or
INPUT. Okay, INP. Okay. So I am passing a input send input data, and this is a event name, and this is a data that I am sending from parent component to child component. So this is a data. This data coming from input field value. Now go to the child component. Now let me deploy to code. Okay. Now let me check before go to the child component. Let me check what kind of data passing in the object. So let me check JSON.stringify console.log. How to check this data I am sending. So let me check before send. Plus this is your object. So if you want to display what kind of data inside the object, always use JSON.stringify. So now let me move on the child component. First, let me check what kind of data I am passing. Save, reply to code. This object I am passing. So now refresh. Send message, why not display black blue? Use variant brand. So it is a Latin design system property. If you using variant, it will automatically convert into brand into blue. Yeah. So now let me check data in the console. Clear the console. Now put the data. This is my data and I support Vijay. Why it's display wrong? Maybe some minute. This is a name, email, phone, city. TRGT, TVRGT. Send data. Good. But why display wrong? Hmm. This page has error. You might just need to replace it. First, should you keep some detail? But function name not displaying. We're getting wrong. Input field. But if we commented this one, then
Sir, fiery one is a function. I mean, are we
actually
using?
this error coming from input field function.
Okay.
But if I put in, but why please this function not error from this function coming from here. Let me put 1 minute. Everything is fine. Sometimes browser not reflect the changes. Everything fine, I think. Let me comment all of this for as of now. Okay. Why display error? All files commented. This I commented all file, all function as well. So why this display error? No, no display. Okay. Just nothing. Only I delete the cache and cookie. It's working fine.
Yes, sir.
Sometime my newly changes not reflecting on the browser. Nothing changes anything, but no error not coming.
Sir,
So
can
in the
you please clear cache?
no, okay, okay. So now let me reopen all of the comment, remove the commented file, not replace, not reply to code, reply successfully, refresh. So I want to before jump to Java, before jump to child component, let me check all of the data. What data I am passing for end to child. So before jump to child component, let me check all of the data in the console. Okay. Now let's here. No, it's working fine. After that, this is my object that I am passing inside the event. So before calling the event, let me check the data.
Yes, sir.
Code are, code are same, nothing changes.
Yes,
Nothing
sir.
changes.
Sometimes it's
Yes.
browser's problem.
Mhm. I did not change any kind of the component level and JavaScript level. Component and JavaScript are same, but that time not working. Now let me refresh and check once again. Clear. So it is mandatory before jump to child component. Let me check all of the data that I am sending. So now Vijay, okay, Vijay@test.com is correct. Phone number and no error. Now clear. Now click. When click on the button, this console log. That means this object display. All of the value display in the object format. Okay. So now yes, you can check. This is my variable send data. This is a name, email, phone, and city. This object I want to send. So this is a structure. This is structure coming from. So actually all of the input value assigned into this variable object one by one. I am getting the value key and value and passing the data here. After that, this is a structure. So this value I will send to the child component. So how to pass data? First of all, because here I am passing data through the pub and sub. So in the pub sub JavaScript, I created a function fire event. So fire event always call in the parent component. So first we need to import the function. So first I import this is a function from C is a component. C component backslash this is a component name. So from this component I calling this from this component I am importing this method. Okay, so this is the name of the component PubSub. From this component in the JavaScript, I importing the method file event, and this variable I am passing here. And after that, this is the name of the event, and this is a data. Okay, now save and deploy once again. Deploy successfully. Now go to child components. So similarly, if you receive the data that I am passing from parent component, so first we need import. This time I will import register listener. This one. So similarly, go to the parent component JavaScript, copy, and child component. First we need to import. So change the name of the function. This is the name of the function register listener. This is a registered listener. Copy, and this is a registration. So instead of the fire event, pass the registered listener. And this is a component name. Component name will be same. After that, we need to receive that I sending the data from parent component to child component. So how to receive? First I importing the function. After that, here I will use connected callback. Connected callback. Why we use connected callback? Because whenever this component load on the browser, this registered listener automatically call. Okay, Vivek and Santosh.
Yes, sir.
So first I will call connected callback. Why we use connected callback? Because I want to call this registered listener whenever this component call in the browser, it will automatically execute. So first I will use connected callback. Connected callback. And inside the connected callback, I will use this registered listener. Mhm. Then here I will pass the method. So first of all, we need to store the value inside the method. So create a method. Let's suppose create a handle data. This is a method, and here use receipt, and here create a object like track received message. This is a object data type, and this is a receipt. Here I will use this dot this object equal to received. Received actually coming from dynamically parameter. Actually, if you checking parent component, I am passing a data like this one data, this data. So this data based on behalf of the behalf of this data, I am using a parameter so that it will receive dynamically all of the value. And this handle data, I will binding here. How do I bind? I will bind this dot method dot bind this. This is a no something here. I am running around. 1 minute. Actually, this is a. Mhm. This is a event. This is a send data. Send data. So this will here, and this is not restricted. Connected callback. That means event. I'm putting wrong now. Event. Then this is a this will call a register listener, and here I will use this one. This event I am passing here. This is register listener. Register listener hold the data that I am passing. After that, I will binding this method. I will binding this method. This dot bind this. So first, I create a connected callback. Inside the connected callback, I pass the register listener. Register listener coming from the PubSub from here, and this is a send input data coming from the event. This is event name. This is event name. So event name passing here, and this is a binding data. Binding data, that means receiving. Receiving data. Okay. Now let me save and deploy to code. Yeah, deploy code successfully. Component eligible. Okay. So my child component JavaScript component completed. Now the another one task is how to display. How to display. So now let me check before display data coming proper or not. So I am passing data. So this one hold this. This method actually execute here. So here I will check console.log if it is proper or not. So Vivek and Santosh, first I send the data. Now I am checking what data this is received. Similarly, so this is a received message. Before go to component, let me check what data it's received. This dot, this one. This one. Okay. Now deploy to code. Deploy successfully. Now refresh. Component. Deploy this parent component as well. Okay. Now refresh the component. So Vivek and Santosh, you got the function how I write.
Yes, sir.
Any confusion, any dot? So
Sir,
before
binding it.
okay, before display the child component data into the component, first let me check what's data it's received. If it receives
Yes, sir.
proper format, then I will call this data into the component. Currently, I am displaying as a dummy data. So once I will check before calling the component, this data on the component, let me check what data it is received. So here I am not using JSON.stringify because this is not an object, this is a variable. Okay.
Right.
But it will receive as an object because received is nothing, it is an object. Object that is this is a this data I am passing data into the child component. Data passing as an object format. So it will also return as an object. Now let me refresh what's returning. If returning object, it will use JSON or stringify. Okay. Similarly, clear all of the console and put is test.com phone something Noida clear and send. Okay, this is a send message. This variable coming from the parent component and receive message coming from the child component. Child component, this is a received message. This one, the received message coming from the child component and it's received as a object data. So to check the object data, JSON dot stringify. This one. Now let me deploy. This time I want to comment this console. Now send. So this is my parent component that I am sending. This is my child component that I am receiving. Now refresh. Clean. Now put Vijay. Not. I think my parent component not deploy. A child component. This is a parent component because I commented the console. Why display? Okay. Now the name. Clean all of the console first. Why display? I think not replace. Okay. J@. S.com. Noida. Clean and send. Actually, this come not replacing my component because here I use JSON.stringify. It's
Yes,
display
sir.
before changes, not display current changes, not displaying
It
updated
could be
my
browser issue.
yes. So that means parent component successfully sent to child component only once I check what is received because it received as an object because it display good because in the parent component you can see first I created an object and that object I passing data. So here I am passing data as an object format so that it's
Mhm.
display as an object. So what kind of data received first I will check in the stringify so that I will use in the component
So to
to
bind this, we have to use this
which
dot bind.
Vijay Test. Why not populating my current data? Because
Yes, sir, we are
in the parent component, I already commented this one. So why every time populating? Yes, that up good. Vijay, Vijay@yes.com, phone number and city, Delhi. Now click. So this time it will display two type of the variable. First variable will display this one. Second variable for the child. This one. Receive message and send message. Now click. You can see this is a send message. This is a receive message. Both are same because this message I am sending as object. This receive message I am receiving that I receive from the parent component. Okay. So both
yes,
are
sir.
same. Okay. Vivek and Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Now it's working good. So I store data inside this variable. So go to the child component. Here I will use table. First of all, div class SLDS P around medium table class SLDS table border SLDS call border, then table of row page name. Let's support use strong so that it will display as bold header. So I want to display header as a bold and data as a normal. Name, email, phone and city. And second row create tr, then td display dynamically data. So how to get all of the value? Data stored inside this variable. This is an object. So use this, use simple. Pass the variable name dot. What I am sending? This is a key. This is a value. So use key name. Now then copy. Similarly, name, email. This data I am passing. Email, phone, and city. Then save and deploy. Yeah, my code deploy successfully. Now let me go on the Salesforce page, refresh. This time value will populate inside the table. Yes. So this is my parent component, this is child component. Once I put all of the value, click on the button, all of the input value will populate into this table. So now let me put Vijay, Vijay@test.com. This is a phone number. This is a city, New Delhi. Now once click on the button, all of the value will populate into this table. Now click. Yes. This is name, email, phone, and city. If you put in 2555, click, it will automatically populate 555. If you put in RAM, it will automatically populate RAM. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
Vivek and Santosh, what is the function?
Yes,
Can
sir.
I can I quick
Yes.
review?
Sure, sir.
Santosh.
Yes, sir.
So function working fine. Any confusion, any doubt? First of all, let me quick review the code. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So if you working on the PubSub model in LWC component, so first we have to create a component. So component created for the created JavaScript purpose, not for meta XML file or HTML file. You can remove and you can leave it. It is okay. So in my case, I leave as it is. I am using only JavaScript. So in the JavaScript, remove all of the import and export method. Only create a function, two type of function. So in the PubSub JavaScript, this in the PubSub component, I created here you can see PubSub. All of the letter are small. Okay, and in the PubSub there are two type of the function. This is event function, register listener and a hire event. Hire event call into the parent component, a register listener calling into the child component. So fire event that means if you want to pass the data, send the data. So there is no parent component, there is no child component. Because for understanding purpose, I put the name parent and child, but there is no parent, there is no child. If you want to pass data from this component to this component, so this component you need to import file, and this component you need to import a register. That's it. So in this case, I am passing from this component to this component. So in this component, I am importing the fire event, and this component I am importing this register event. Okay, and here I am checking its events not registered. Then its list of the arrays go to blank. Otherwise, I am pushing the data callback. Callback it is nothing. It is a one by one. I am calling one by one. I am putting the data into this event. And this is a payload. Payload, if you're working on the REST API integration and calling the post method. So in the post method, we need to use payload to pass that body. Similarly, here, this is a payload. Payload, that means we need to send data one by one. So this is a event. For each here I am applying each and every input field like this. All of the input field data I am getting, I am passing as a payload. Payload that means I am storing data and passing. So here this is a parameter is a payload. Here I am passing. Here I apply for each so that it will get all of the value dynamically using the loop. And this is a item. Item that means here is a item. Item that means it will check first row, then second. It will check second row. Each and every row it will check and store the data into this variable. So this is a register listener for the receiving data, This is a fire event for the passing data, that means sending data. And after creating both of the method, you need to export all of the method. So export, this is a register listener and this is a fire event. So first I create, then I export. So this is a common of both of the component. Now let me go on the parent component. So in the
So
parent
just
component,
so
mhm,
just a query like pubsub.js, what we are checking in the seventh line,
7 line.
like
This
yes
one.
sir, yes sir.
Here I am using not. That means if
Mhm.
event dot events coming from this one.
Right sir.
And event name coming from this one. So
Yes sir.
this event name and this event name. You can see callback, that means each and every input field check and it will go for next one.
Yes
So
sir.
here I am checking if events not registered. That means if no data available in this child component, it will return blank. Otherwise, it will push the data. Push the data. That means it will check if value exists, then it will go here.
Okay.
It will check if event not registered, it will return blank. Then otherwise it will push the data.
Understood.
So it will receive data, it will send the data. And after that we need to export all of the method. And if you
Okay
go to
sir.
the parent component, so parent component, here I am importing the fire event. Fire event used for the send the data. And in the child component, it is used for the receive the data. Receive register. If you want to vice versa, if you want to send data from parent this component to this component, you need to change the import method first. Okay. So in the parent component, created a four type of input field in the bottom. This is a send message action function. And each and every input field, I pass a handle function and name. So this is a track. Based on the name track, I am getting the current value and storing into the object here. So this is a handle change. Based on this is a input name, this is input value, and here you can use. First, I created data type of variable, and one by one, here I am using a this handle change will get the current value and store into this object. So this is a key and this is a value. Key as a target value. I am getting the current value, and this object I from this object I am getting the value one by one. So here I am using a send message. This is also created a constant variable as an object. So here I created an object so that I can pass the value here. So here I am passing four type of the key and this is a value, name, email, phone and value. And this is a fire event coming from the PubSub JavaScript here. And here you can use, here you can check there are two type of parameter. So here also apply two type of parameter. First it is a event name, second it is a data. So send input data here I am passing, but it is a not required. You can put any kind of the name. It is a not reserved in the JavaScript in the Salesforce. It is not predefined value. You can put anything. So here I am putting a send input data. This is a object name that I coming from the that I'm getting from the send data here. And if you go to the child component, similarly, I am importing the register listener from the PubSub here. And this is a connected callback because whenever this component call into the browser, this register listener automatically execute. So inside the connected callback, I use the register listener. This is a function that is creating in the PubSub model. And this is a send input data. It is a mandatory because this send input data coming from the Parent component here. This is the event name. This one. This and this will be same. Otherwise, it will not work. Keep in mind. Because this is a sending. This is sending same input data. Same to same. This event name I am passing in the child component JavaScript here inside a connected callback. So first I call the register listener, then I call the event name, then here I am passing data. This data coming from here. So actually this data received handle data. I created a method. This is a received as a parameter. So this received data store the data that is received from the parent component. Here you can see this is a two type parameter. And in the child component, in the PubSub model, also register this is a two type of parameter callback. So this is a first, this is a second. In the first, I passing the cell input data, and second that I receiving data and storing data inside this variable. So this method I calling here and binding here. So this is a dynamically value it will get automatically that is receiving from the parent component, and this is your object. So this object store data that is receiving from the parent component here, and this object I calling into the component here receiving data in the object. This is your object. This is your object. Object store. There are four type of the key: name, email, phone, and city. So all of the key one by one I calling in the component. Object name dot key name. Similarly, object name dot key name, and save and deploy the code.
Understood, sir.
So Vivek and Santosh, any confusion, any question?
No, sir, we'll implement it on our end, and if there's any issue, we'll be reaching out to you.
Hi Santosh.
I will look into it again. So
Okay. Can you
I
please
will.
open
I
your
will.
camera, please?
Yes, sir.
So how was the today session? What you learned? Any confusion, any question?
So, I mean, actually, I need to know the what is listener, what is the history event, what is file, and then these kind of things I need to learn. Once
Mm-hmm.
that learn, I will go through your class and I will be understand bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So this actual thought, what I understood, but where PubSub is needed, where there is no relationship between the
Yes.
components. Like in Aura component, we use application event,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
So
that's
you know how does work PubSub model in LWC?
yes, yes.
Your
Yeah, I
conclusion?
understand that. I understood your logic, but I want to learn more because
Okay.
sometimes they can use rendered or rendered callback or I mean constructor and superb something we have here super
Mm-hmm.
constructor something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they use the those functions,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I need to learn more.
Okay, got it. So today class I cover how to pass data from parent component to child component through the PubSub model. So you got the concept of the PubSub model?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Now
but
go to the
then
Vivek.
on this need to practice more.
Yes, you need to keep practice
Yeah,
because
yeah.
keep practice give you confidence.
Yeah.
Now go to Vivek. Hi Vivek, can you please open your camera, please?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hi
sir.
Vivek, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
So how was today's session? What you learned?
Learn, sir, something new, like used PubSub model and like firing of the event. subscribing of the event. So we'll practice it, and if there's any issue, I'll reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So your concept is clear about PubSub model.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So keep practice because if you practice each and every day at least half an hour, then that practice will give you confidence.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thank you for joining for the day. Tomorrow will be deep dive, little bit advanced.
Okay, sir. Sir, if we
Thank-
can like also get the idea what is the topic of the day, so that we can
Tomorrow,
also.
tomorrow I will cover LMS, Lightning Messaging Service,
Okay, sir.
how to pass data. It will little bit advanced. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir.